Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Summer is a popular time to buy and sell homes, and the real estate market has been really interesting lately, especially when demand is so high. Recently, I spoke with Kerry Melcher from Opendoor. She's got some great tips for buyers and sellers alike. Let's take a look.
Okay. The real estate market is hotter than ever. Here to tell us more about this, to give us some great tips of what to do and what not to do, is Kerry Melcher. Kerry, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So you are an Opendoor real estate expert, and you've got some really important information for us. First up, though, what are some mistakes that people make that may cause our largest investments to really not work out well in our favor like we want them to?
Well, I think the mistakes are really like what's going to work best for the sellers and buyers, right? It's really what's most important for them. So we just did a recent survey, and sellers told us that half of the sellers are moving. 2/3 of sellers are actually buying, sorry. And half of those sellers are saying that making their next purchase is actually their biggest worry. And so that's the piece where I want to say is like, is that a worry? Like, we want to make sure they find their right home and that they get it on their timeline. So using a service like an Opendoor can be a really great solution for sellers where they need to make sure everything lines up, right? They're more concerned about their purchase, which is very hard in this market today. And we can make them a great offer, and they can actually move on their timeline and avoid all the prepping and the staging and the concerns that they have around the buyer's loan and things like that in the purchase or in the sale of their home, and actually start thinking about their future and their purchase, what they care most about, what's next.
And Opendoor is a leading real estate platform. So how is this different from the more traditional agent?
It's different really in every way. So I spent 20 years working as a traditional agent for buyers and sellers. And what I really wanted to do and what attracted me to Opendoor was to eliminate those pains and provide certainty that I couldn't provide to my clients. So for a seller, that meant a sure offer that we knew was going to close and we knew was going to close on time. The pains that they get to avoid are a giant bonus, but that certainty is something that you just couldn't find in the marketplace. And then for buyers, one of the things we're doing today is we're turning finance buyers into cash buyers. So a finance buyer comes to Opendoor, an Opendoor backed offer is equal to a cash offer. So that makes their offer stand out. That's something I could never offer in the traditional space, a way for someone to turn their financed offer into a super competitive cash offer for a seller.
And before we're out of time, I'm curious, is this a bad time to buy?
I want to say that I don't want to decide. So we talked to our actual buyers to find out what they thought. And 73% of buyers across all generations think this is a great time to buy. And actually millennials that led us in this whole survey in the optimism category said 80% of them think this is a great time to buy. And they're going to lead us through this next season of real estate. So 100% we are seeing people want to buy absolutely in this market.
That's really great information. Where can we find out more?
Come to opendoor.com. We have products and solutions for buyers and sellers, and we want to reinvent real estate just for them.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kerry Melcher. I really appreciate everything you've told us about today. That will really help anyone navigating this really crazy real estate market right now. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.